Archangel Michael is standing beside you at this very moment, and his voice is trembling with a mixture of joy and urgency as he declares, "Congratulations! Your miracle has arrived." This is not something that is coming tomorrow or someday in the distant future. It is already here, moving toward you, glowing around you, breathing around your spirit. Your angel is not permitting you to skip this message at any cost. You are being called, chosen, pulled, and lifted to open this right now before it becomes too late for the blessing that has already been released in your name. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. God is watching every step you take, every breath, every silent hope buried deep inside you. God is standing before you as a shield, behind you as a guard, within you as a fire, and around you as a dome of protection. He knows how tired you are, how much pressure you have been carrying, how often you doubted whether anyone in heaven even noticed your tears. But the truth is that heaven has been watching you closely, listening to every whisper in your heart, and preparing something so powerful that Archangel Michael himself has been ordered to deliver this message with divine urgency so you do not miss the timing of your miracle. There is a divine clock that has reached your hour. You have stepped into a spiritual window where blessings move quickly, where revelations arrive suddenly, where breakthroughs erupt without warning. You are standing in a moment where God has commanded the heavens to shift something in your life that has been stuck for months or even years. Something you thought was impossible is being rearranged. Something you thought was denied is being rewritten. Something you thought was broken is being rebuilt. And Archangel Michael is saying that you must know this right now, because what God is doing for you requires your awareness, your acceptance, and your willingness to walk through the door that has just opened. This miracle did not come from nowhere. It is the result of the battles you fought silently, the nights you cried without telling anyone. The days when you still chose to trust even when nothing made sense. Every unanswered prayer, every delayed blessing, every painful moment was loading something into your destiny, building something inside you, preparing you for a moment that would change everything. You did not come this far for nothing. You did not survive everything just to remain where you are. There is something huge in motion now, something heaven has prepared specifically for you, something no human hand can stop, and something your own angel has been guarding with all his might. Archangel Michael says that the miracle that has arrived is not a small shift, not a tiny blessing, not a simple improvement. It is a drastic spiritual correction. It is a divine intervention. It is a reversal of what was meant to break you. This miracle is something that overturns what was spoken against you, something that flips what was working against you, something that lifts you from the spiritual traps that were meant to delay you. You may not see all of it yet, but the atmosphere around your spirit has already changed. You may not feel the full weight of it yet, but the energy around you has already shifted. Heaven has already decided something in your favor. Michael says you have walked through too many storms without knowing that angels were blocking attacks meant to destroy your destiny. You have survived situations that were supposed to end you. You have been lifted from dangers you did not even know were forming around you. And because of everything you endured without losing your inner goodness, this miracle is not only deserved but spiritually earned. God says He watched you choose kindness even when your heart was hurting. He watched you choose truth when lies tried to surround you. He watched you choose patience when everything around you was chaotic. He watched you hold on even when you wanted to give up completely, and now heaven is responding to what you sowed. You are entering a season where the harvest begins. Archangel Michael is showing a vision of chains breaking, doors opening, shadows lifting, and light returning to places in your life that felt dark for far too long. The heaviness you have been carrying is being lifted piece by piece. The confusion surrounding your future is being cleared. The things that were uncertain are being aligned. The people who doubted you are going to witness what God is doing for you. And the situations that drained you are losing their control over your life. There is something extremely urgent that Michael wants you to understand. This moment is not random. It is divinely orchestrated. Heaven has been waiting for the exact second where your heart would be strong enough to receive what is coming. There were times you wanted the miracle before you were ready, but if it came then, it would have slipped away. God wanted you to grow into the person who could hold the blessing without losing it. And now you are finally in the spiritual position to receive fully. Your miracle is not arriving. It has arrived. Michael says this blessing will bring peace where there was worry. It will bring clarity where there was confusion. It will bring stability where things felt unstable. It will bring support where you felt alone. It will bring opportunities where you felt stuck. It will bring unexpected kindness where you experienced betrayal. And it will bring divine order where everything felt out of control. There is someone who prayed for you when you didn't even know. There is someone who spoke your name in a moment of divine alignment. There is someone whose energy helped lift you spiritually even from a distance. Heaven used this person as a vessel to push your miracle forward. And now the blessing is breaking into your life in waves, not in small drops. Heaven is pouring, not sprinkling. Archangel Michael says that he has been fighting battles on your behalf, battles you never saw, spiritual attacks you never recognized, invisible forces that tried to discourage you, confuse you, or drain you. But every attempt has failed. Your angel has blocked everything. Your spirit has been protected even when you felt vulnerable, even when you felt unguarded, even when you felt tired. You are not alone and you have never been alone. Heaven has been walking beside you through every moment of uncertainty. Every setback, every heartbreak, every disappointment, God is saying that He is proud of you. You may think you have failed in some areas. You may think you made mistakes. You may think you could have done better. But heaven sees the truth that your heart remained pure, your intentions remained good, your spirit remained open to light even when life threw darkness at you. And because of your sincerity, because of your goodness, because of your resilience, your path is being cleared in ways that will shock even you. this miracle is also a correction of something unfair that happened to you. Something that was taken from you is being returned. Something that was blocked is being reopened. Something that was delayed is being accelerated. God is restoring what was lost, multiplying what was diminished, elevating what was ignored. The season of stagnation is over. The season of silence is over. The season of spiritual drought is over. Michael says he has been ordered to stay very close to you in the coming days because something powerful is unfolding. You may sense unusual peace, unusual clarity, unusual guidance, or unusually vivid dreams. This is not your imagination. This is evidence that heaven is actively working around your energy. You will notice signs, symbols, repeating numbers, sudden thoughts that feel like guidance, unexpected opportunities, or people who appear at the exact right time. These are not coincidences, these are divine signals. Your breakthrough will not come quietly. It will come in a way that confirms everything you wished, prayed, hoped, and cried for. People who underestimated you will be stunned. People who doubted you will be speechless. People who walked away will wonder how you rose so beautifully. But God says this rise is not for them, it is for you. It is for your healing, for your joy, for your restoration, for your next chapter. You are stepping into a destiny that was designed for you before you were even born. Something bigger than your expectations is unfolding. Something higher than your plans is manifesting. Something deeper than your imagination is forming. You may not understand how everything will connect, but heaven is already stitching the pieces together. Archangel Michael says, you do not need to fear anything. The path ahead is protected. The journey that once felt dangerous is now surrounded by light. The decisions you make in the next few days will be guided. You will feel supported in ways you haven't felt in a long time. Peace is coming. Resolution is coming. Truth is coming. Joy is coming. Stability is coming. Your angel says the urgency of this message is because your miracle has a timing attached to it. And you are inside that timing right now. What you do with your energy, your thoughts, and your faith in this moment matters. You are not being asked to struggle, only to trust. You are not being asked to fight, only to believe. You are not being asked to carry everything, only to release what hurts you and allow heaven to finalize the blessing. Michael says that the hardest part of your journey is behind you. The darkest night is already over. You are stepping into sunrise energy. You are being lifted. Your miracle is here. Open your heart, trust God deeply, and prepare for what is coming. Heaven has already signed your blessing. It will reach you sooner than you think. God says that before you even opened this message, something in your heart trembled because your spirit already knew that this moment was meant for you. God says that He has been watching you quietly, gently, patiently, waiting for the moment you would finally allow yourself to hear Him without fear, without hesitation, without doubting your own worth. God says congratulations, because your miracle has already arrived, and your angel is standing right beside you right now, refusing to let you ignore this message at any cost. God says He has cleared the path that was once blocked, and what is coming into your life now can no longer be delayed, denied, or stolen from you. God is reminding you that nothing will go wrong with you, nothing will break you, nothing will touch your destiny in a harmful way, because He Himself is guarding you, embracing you, covering you with divine protection that cannot be penetrated by any force of darkness. God says you are safe, deeply safe, more safe than you have ever felt before, and the only thing you must do now is trust Him, call upon Him, and pray to Him with sincerity, because He has already released something breathtaking into your life that will reshape everything around you. God says that your heart has carried too many fears, too many questions, too many nights of overthinking, too many mornings where you wondered if anyone in heaven was still listening. God says yes, He was listening. He heard every whisper, every tear, every silent prayer that you didn't even know how to speak. God says your angel has been fighting for you behind the scenes, blocking things that were never meant to touch you, keeping away situations that would have harmed your spirit, steering you away from choices that would have delayed your blessings. God says that the moment you began reading this message, a veil was lifted from around your life. A heavy weight that you didn't even know you were carrying began to dissolve, and the miracle that your angel has been holding in his hands has now been released through this moment, through your openness, through the simple act of reading what heaven has been trying to get to you for so long. God says your angel refuses to permit you to skip this message because your future depends on your understanding of what is happening right now. This is not a simple message, not a coincidence, not a random text. God says this is the moment that shifts your timeline, the moment where your life separates from the pain of the past and walks into the divine path prepared for you long before you were born. God says congratulations because everything that tried to steal your joy, your stability, your peace, and your future has now collapsed under His authority. God says He has overturned the decisions made behind your back, reversed the words spoken against you, and undone the silent plans created by people who did not want you to rise. God says the miracle is not coming, it is already here, already touching you, already aligning itself around you, already opening doors that were locked tightly before. God says that He knows how tired you have been. You have carried burdens in your chest that no one else could see, worries you didn't speak out loud, situations that you tried to fix on your own even when your own strength was running out. God says He saw when you pretended you were okay even when your spirit was exhausted. He saw you push yourself through days where you didn't have clarity, didn't have support, didn't have direction. God says He knows that sometimes you wondered why you had to go through so much, why certain people treated you the way they did, why things took so long to get better, why blessings felt like they were always almost there but never fully arriving. God says that the delays were not punishments, they were protections. The closed doors were not rejections, they were divine redirections. The people who left were not losses, they were removals from your destiny. God says every disappointment was a setup for this exact moment where everything begins to turn in your favor so dramatically that you will look back and understand why things had to unfold the way they did. God says your angel has been trying to get this message to you for days, but the energy around you has been heavy, filled with distractions, filled with noise, filled with thoughts that clouded your intuition. God says the moment you opened this message, that interference shattered completely. Light entered the spaces that darkness tried to occupy. The confusion that surrounded you began to clear because this is the divine moment that heaven chose for you to receive your breakthrough. God says you are stepping into a period of stability, favor, healing, and supernatural provision. God says the miracle is not small, it is not minor, it is not something you will overlook. God says the miracle is life-changing, identity-shifting, heart-healing, destiny-moving. God says it will come with clarity, peace, relief, opportunity, and divine alignment that will make you feel like everything finally makes sense. God says to you that no matter what happened in the past, no matter what you lost, no matter who hurt you, no matter what you feared, you are not walking into the future alone. God Himself is walking with you. God Himself is standing beside you. God Himself is protecting your steps. God says that people may have underestimated you, but heaven never did. God says you were chosen, marked, selected, protected, and guided even on days you felt forgotten. God says you will no longer live in survival mode. You will no longer live in fear of what could go wrong. You will no longer live waiting for things to fall apart. God says your life is entering a season where blessings stick, opportunities stay, relationships stabilize, finances grow, health improves, joy increases, and peace becomes your natural state. God says that your angel is standing behind you, urging you to trust this moment because it is real, it is divine, it is intentional. God says the reason your heart is reacting to this message is because your spirit recognizes truth before your mind does. God says that a divine shift has already begun around you. You may not see it yet physically, but spiritually it is already unfolding. God says within the next days, you will begin to feel lighter, calmer, more certain, more grounded, because His presence is refreshing your spirit and restoring everything that life tried to drain from you. God says that He is blessing your home, blessing your path, blessing your health, blessing your finances, blessing your relationships, and blessing your decisions. God says that He is breaking the patterns that kept repeating in your life, the emotional cycles that exhausted you, the worries that controlled your thoughts, the fears that limited your choices. God says you are stepping into a renewed version of yourself, one that is wiser, stronger, more intuitive, more confident, more connected to Him. God says you will feel Him guiding you in ways that you have never felt before, because the season you are stepping into requires divine clarity, divine stability, and divine intuition. God says that what He has planned for you next is not random and not small. It is something that will elevate you, surprise you, and confirm to you that He has been preparing this blessing for a long time. God says that the miracle you have been waiting for, the breakthrough you prayed for, the blessing you cried for, the shift you hoped for, it is already unfolding. God says congratulations because you did not give up even when you were tired. You did not collapse even when everything felt heavy. You did not turn away from faith even when life felt confusing. God says He honors your endurance, your patience, your sincerity, your heart, your intentions, your goodness. God says your angel is guarding you right now, standing between you and every negative force that once tried to disturb your life. God says your angel is clearing your path, strengthening your spirit, and guiding you toward opportunities that will bring joy, abundance, and purpose. God says you are stepping into a new chapter, one where everything begins to flow instead of fight, where blessings reach you instead of running from you, where clarity surrounds you instead of confusion, where peace fills you instead of anxiety. God says that you are safe, deeply safe, spiritually covered, divinely protected. Nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing will break the miracle that is aligned for you. Nothing will interfere with what heaven has planned. God says trust Him, pray to Him, call on Him, speak to Him, and you will feel His presence guiding you more powerfully than ever before. God says congratulations because your miracle has arrived, and from this moment onward, your life will never be the same again. God says this is an urgent message meant only for your spirit in this exact moment, because your heart has been carrying weight silently, and heaven has watched everything you went through without speaking a single complaint. God says congratulations because your miracle has already arrived in the unseen realm, and it is now walking toward you with a speed that will surprise you. Your angel is standing right beside you, refusing to let you ignore this message, refusing to let your doubts drag you back into fear, refusing to let anyone or anything speak negativity over your destiny. This moment is sacred. This moment is chosen. This moment is a divine interruption because something is shifting in your life that you cannot afford to miss. God says He has been watching every night you cried quietly while others believed you were strong. He saw the moments when you were surrounded by people yet still felt alone. He saw you trying to keep your faith even on the days when you were exhausted. He saw every wrong done to you, every betrayal, every disappointment, every prayer you whispered from your heart. If you believe in God, type Amen. God says this message is reaching you at the exact second you were meant to receive it, and nothing in the universe is an accident. The moment your eyes fall upon these words, heaven becomes alert to your spirit, and your angel steps closer to you, placing divine protection over your mind, your heart, and your destiny. God says, congratulations, my child. Your miracle has already arrived. It has entered your timeline, and nothing can block it now. Your angel is not permitting you to skip this message at any cost. Open your heart now before it's too late, before your own doubt tries to silence what I am trying to give you. God is telling you that He is with you, and nothing will go wrong for you when you stand under His shield. You are safe. You are protected. You are defended. All he needs from you now is trust and prayer, because something bigger than your understanding is unfolding behind the scenes. And the gates of heaven are moving on your behalf. God says there is a reason you felt drawn to this message even before you read a single word. Your spirit sensed something. Your heart felt a stirring. Your intuition whispered that something was shifting in the unseen world around you. And that whisper was correct. A miracle has been dispatched for you, and the angel assigned to you is refusing to let you ignore this sign. You may not realize it, but heaven has been preparing this moment for weeks, months, even years, aligning situations, redirecting danger, blocking wrong paths, and protecting you from unseen harm. God says, I have watched every tear you cried silently, and I have counted them. I have listened to every prayer, even the ones that were too painful to speak. I have seen the weight you carried alone, the loneliness that sat heavy on your chest, the fears you didn't tell anyone, and the nights when you felt forgotten. My child, you are not forgotten. You were never unseen. I have been with you in every moment, guiding you quietly and holding you even when you didn't feel me. This urgent message arrives now because something in your life is about to break open. A sudden shift, a divine release, a miracle that was locked for a long time is now being pushed toward you. God says the delay was not a denial. It was preparation. You were being shaped, strengthened, and matured spiritually so that when this blessing finally reached your hands, you would be able to hold it without losing yourself. You would be able to protect it, appreciate it, and honor it. God says, the miracle I am giving you is not small. It carries weight. It carries destiny. It carries my signature of favor. And that is why it could not be rushed. Your angel is standing guard around you, refusing to let you walk away from this message because what is coming toward you requires your awareness, your faith, and your surrender. God is saying, do not fear what is ahead. I am already there. Do not fear what is leaving. I am protecting you. Do not fear what you cannot see. I am guiding the unseen. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong for you when you walk with me. God wants you to take a deep breath at this exact moment because He is lifting something heavy from your shoulders. A spiritual burden you have been carrying silently is being removed. A fear that has been living inside you is being dissolved. A tension that has been tightening your spirit is being untied. God is doing this quietly, gently, but powerfully, right now as you read these words. There were days you thought you were walking alone, but God says you were never alone. Every step you took, your angel walked beside you. Every time you were in danger, heaven stepped between you and what was meant to harm you. Every time people spoke against you, God blocked their words from touching your destiny. Every time someone tried to dim your light, God shielded your spirit. Every moment when you wanted to give up, something inside you pushed you to keep going. That something was divine strength. You are safe, God says. You are more protected than you realize. The road behind you was full of spiritual battles, but God did not let them touch you. You survived things you didn't even know you survived because heaven fought them for you. God says your angel has been working overtime, running ahead of you, removing traps, breaking curses, blocking setbacks, and canceling assignments formed against you. This is why you must not skip this message, because this is the moment God is revealing what He has been preparing for you. God says the miracle that has arrived is not just a blessing, it is a breakthrough that will change the direction of your life. It will lift you out of a season of struggle and into a season of restoration. It will close doors that were draining your spirit and open new ones that will finally bring you peace, clarity, and abundance. God says you have cried enough. You have fought enough. You have waited enough. Now is your time. There were people who underestimated you, not realizing that God was standing behind you. There were people who thought they could harm you, not knowing that an angel was protecting your steps. There were situations designed to break you, but God used those same situations to shape you. The pain you endured was not wasted. God says, everything you went through has prepared you for everything you are about to receive. I am turning your sorrow into strength. I am turning your confusion into clarity. I am turning your silence into revelation. This message is urgent because your spirit is stepping into alignment with what God has spoken over your life. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Your energy is changing. Your heart is opening. Your mind is awakening. You are entering a phase where God will bring speed to what was slow, solutions to what was stuck, and light to what was hidden. God says, the miracle is not coming. It is already here. It is already yours. It is already unfolding. The reason your angel is not permitting you to skip this message is because your faith must be awake for what is about to happen. God is telling you that He needs your trust, not your fear. He needs your surrender, not your worry. He needs your focus, not your doubt. You have done everything you needed to do. Now God is doing the rest. Your part is to trust Him even when you cannot see how everything will happen. God says, when you trust me, I move mountains for you. When you pray, I shift timelines. When you call my name, I send angels to protect you. There is a spiritual urgency surrounding your life right now. A chapter is ending. A new chapter is beginning. Old energies are leaving. New blessings are arriving. The heaviness you felt recently was not a sign of something going wrong, it was a sign of spiritual movement. Heaven was rearranging your path. God was preparing the miracle. Your soul felt it even before your mind understood it. You are stepping into divine timing now. Things that were stuck will suddenly flow. Answers you were waiting for will appear. People who abandon you will be replaced with people who honor you. Opportunities you thought were lost will reappear in a better form. God says, nothing will go wrong for you, because I am guiding every detail. God is reassuring you that His presence is surrounding you like a shield. No weapon formed against you will succeed. No trap set for you will work. No negative energy will attach to you. Your angel has been commanded to protect you, guide you, and stand beside you during this transition. And this angel is not allowing you to miss what God is trying to tell you. God says you are entering a season where prayers will be answered faster, signs will appear clearer, and divine help will come quicker. You will feel a lightness in your spirit, a shift in your thoughts, and a deeper sensitivity to God's voice. You will notice opportunities showing up effortlessly, problems dissolving quietly, and blessings flowing naturally toward you. This is because God Himself has stepped into your situation. You are not reading this by accident. Heaven guided you here. God whispered to your soul and pulled you toward these words. Your angel stood behind you, making sure nothing distracted you, nothing pulled you away, nothing blocked this moment. God says, I chose you. I protected you. I prepared you. Now I am blessing you. Your miracle will not delay. Your breakthrough will not fail. Your blessing will not be taken. God is sealing your miracle with His hand, securing your path, and anointing your next steps. You are walking into a divine release where every area of your life will experience transformation, your relationships, your finances, your emotional state, your spiritual growth, your opportunities, your peace, your inner strength. God says the pain you felt recently was the final battle before the blessing. The confusion you felt was the turbulence before alignment. The anxiety you felt was the breaking of old energies. The exhaustion you felt was your spirit preparing to rise. You are entering a better season, a divine season, and nothing will stop it. God wants you to trust Him right now more than ever. Even if you feel unsure. Even if you feel tired. Even if you feel discouraged. He says, trust me. Pray to me. Call on me. I will not fail you. You are safe in His hands. You are protected under His grace. You are wrapped in His love. God says your miracle has arrived, truly arrived, and now all that is left is for your faith to open the door. Let your heart receive this. Let your spirit awaken. Let your fear fall away. Let your confidence return. You have survived everything that tried to break you. Now you will receive everything meant to bless you. Your angel is standing beside you, whispering gently but urgently, don't ignore this. Don't walk away. Don't doubt. This is for you. Heaven is watching you at this exact moment, waiting for your heart to say yes, waiting for your spirit to surrender, waiting for your trust to open the path fully. God says you are not alone. You never were. And you never will be. He is with you. He is for you. He is guiding you. Nothing will go wrong when you walk with Him. You are safe. You are protected. And your miracle is already unfolding in ways you will soon see with your own eyes. God says this is an urgent message only for you, a message that has been carried through realms of light, through the breath of angels, through the trembling air of divine timing, waiting for the very moment your heart is ready to receive it. God says congratulations, your miracle has arrived, and heaven has been watching every step you took toward this moment. Your angel has stood beside you in silence, in patience, in fierce protection. Refusing to allow you to skip this message, refusing to let even a single distraction pull you away from what is unfolding for you now. Heaven is leaning close to you, urging you to open this now before it is too late, before the window of divine opportunity you have prayed for begins to fade into the distance. God says nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you are held, you are guarded by forces that no human hand can break, no negative thought can weaken, no hidden enemy can touch, because you have been chosen for a blessing that can no longer be delayed. God says there were moments when you thought everything was falling apart, but heaven was quietly building something behind the scenes. Shaping circumstances, shifting energies, removing obstacles, even when you felt abandoned. You did not see the angels moving with you, but every tear you cried sent a signal to heaven that you were ready for something greater. Every prayer you whispered in the quiet of the night reached God's ear, even when you thought it was lost in the air. God says this miracle is not random. It is not sudden. It is a seed that has been growing for years, watered by your pain, nourished by your persistence, strengthened by your faith even when your faith felt weak. God says you are stepping into a phase where everything that once hurt you will now help you. Every rejection will turn into redirection. Every betrayal will become a revelation. Every delay will reveal its purpose. And every loss will return to you multiplied. Your angel has been watching you look at your life and wonder why things had to be so difficult, why doors closed the moment you touched them, why people walked away when you needed them the most. The angel says you were not being punished, you were being prepared. You were being separated from what could not follow you into your blessing. You were being protected from people whose hearts were not aligned with yours. You were being rerouted away from danger you did not see. And now the angel is standing right beside you, saying you cannot skip this message because this is the exact moment everything begins to change. God says congratulations because the struggle you survived is the proof that you were chosen to receive what others were never meant to hold. Not everyone could survive what you survived. Not everyone could carry the weight you carried without breaking. But you did. Even when you were exhausted. Even when your heart was trembling. Even when you thought you had no strength left, something inside you kept whispering, "Keep going." That whisper was not your imagination. That whisper was your angel, God says the miracle you are stepping into will not require you to fight the way you fought before. You are entering a season where God does the fighting for you. You are entering a season where breakthroughs will happen without your effort. Blessings will reach you without your chasing, opportunities will find you without your searching, and people meant for your destiny will appear without your trying to convince them. God says you have done enough. You have walked enough. You have suffered enough. Now it is time for heaven to carry you. Tonight, the energy around you is shifting. Your angel is moving with urgency, not fear, but divine excitement, because something that belonged to you spiritually is about to manifest physically. God has signed something in your favor that no human hand can rewrite. God has opened a door that no enemy can close. God has whispered your name into a destiny that has been waiting for you to arrive. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong. You are protected by a realm that never sleeps. God says you are stepping into unexpected favor, favor that breaks generational patterns, favor that lifts you from the deepest corners of discouragement, favor that makes people look at you with awe because they cannot understand how everything changed so fast. God says they did not see how long you waited, so they will not understand how quickly you rise. They did not see how many nights you cried, so they will not understand how many blessings you receive. They did not see your private suffering, so they will not understand your public victory. Your angel says there is something coming toward you that will make you stop and realize why every hardship had purpose. Something that will bring tears to your eyes not because of pain, but because of overwhelming relief. Your story is not ending in disappointment. Your story is shifting toward divine celebration. God says you are being lifted, realigned, restored, revived, renewed, reawakened. God says all the heaviness you carried is being removed piece by piece, layer by layer. Heaven is cleansing your path, clearing your space, undoing what was meant to break you. A miracle is not just coming, it has arrived. It is already here. It is already circling you. It is already unfolding around you like light breaking through the darkest sky. God says the miracle will reveal itself in a way that feels personal. Direct, unmistakable. You will know it is from God because it will come with peace, clarity, and timing that feels perfectly aligned. You will not have to force it. You will not have to question it. You will simply feel the shift in your spirit, the calm in your chest, the reassurance in your heart. God says trust. Pray. Do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not pull back. Heaven has already declared victory over your situation. Angels have already been assigned to your breakthrough. Something that once seemed impossible is becoming possible. Something that once felt blocked is becoming open. Something that once felt broken is becoming whole. Something that once felt uncertain is becoming clear. Your angel stands before you now, reaching out with light and protection, refusing to let you skip this message because heaven has decided that this moment is too important for you to ignore. God says congratulations because your time has arrived. Your blessing has arrived. Your miracle has arrived. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure. And what is coming next for you will erase the pain of what came before. God says this is the moment you were meant to receive, and it is not by accident that your eyes have reached these words right now. God says congratulations, because your miracle has already arrived in the unseen realm. And your angel is standing beside you with a level of urgency that cannot be ignored. Your angel is not permitting you to skip this message at any cost, because skipping it would mean turning away from a divine breakthrough that has finally opened after all the tears, the prayers, the silent nights, the fears that you battled alone. God says open this now before it is too late, because what is unfolding for you is time-sensitive, divinely aligned, and meant exactly for your spirit at this second. Nothing is going wrong with you.